Hi, good morning everyone. We're going to start this yoga session standing up today for a change. So so we'll see how that feels. So come and stand, keep feet hip distance and just give the shoulders a little bit of a roll first. And maybe just shake off your body a little bit, sort of discover how your body's feeling a bit today physically. And then when you feel you can, come and stand still. Now you want to see if you can get your weight quite even on both feet. So if you're right-handed, you'll probably have more weight that side. So see if you can shift your weight so it's even. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to your heart center and close your eyes. So let's just set the posture here. So let's draw the head back a little bit. So we feel the chest is lifted, but the shoulders are relaxed and down. And then let's lift up through the thighs. So we draw the thighs away from the knees. So we're in mountain pose, Tadasana. So you'll feel the legs feeling quite strong here. And then I want you to soften through the face, through the shoulders, and even through the fingers, even though they're touching. Start to follow your breath as you breathe in and out. And it's always a bit trickier when you're standing to breathe low down in the ribs, in the belly. So use this opportunity to practice that. If your elbows are close into your sides, you might feel the ribs move as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Let your hands fall now and wriggle your fingers, move your toes and lift or move your shoulders too. And then drop your chin to your chest and open and close your eyes here. Now we haven't had them closed for very long, but still open and close them a couple of times and then lift your head. Let's just return to some shoulder rolls here. So you can start to increase the range of movement a little bit. So perhaps the elbows lift too. And then let's just come to one arm and start to circle that arm back. Now if you want to stay with the bent arm, that's fine. Let your hips move, let this be quite free. And then reverse it. Hear a bit of clunking there. And then try some figures of 8. So they can be low here or they can be really big. Change sides, circle the arm back. Then bring the arm forward. And take your figure of 8s. Come back to that prayer position where we started. So shoulders now feeling quite different. We're going to breathe in and lift the arms and then just let them fall to the sides. And just start as you lift just a little bit through your chest. So we breathe in, so it's a tiny back bend. And we breathe out. One more, then stay at the top. Take a gentle side bend, not too far. And come across the other side. Return to letting the arms fall and breathing in. Now as you let the arms fall, I want you just to roll just a touch forward. So I'll show you that from the side. So you're just dropping head, rounding your upper back. So we're still focused on just warming through shoulders and upper back right now. Let's do one more. Keep the hands at the top now. Take a side bend, and this time just stay there a little bit longer. And change sides. Bring hands to thighs and just bend the knees a little bit so you can come forward. Rest the hands on the thighs and take cat and cow here. Go quite slow to start with because we haven't warmed the lower back at all yet. So as you exhale, slowly round, and as you inhale, arch. If you don't want to be in this position for any reason, you could do these standing tall. You could do pelvic tilts instead. But stay here if you can. We're going to do 2 more. And then roll up. Take a breath, lift your arms again. And then separate the arms and swing through. So now we want to bring a bend into the knees, but keep the chest lifted. So we start to warm through knees, through hips, a little bit through ankles. You can exhale as you swing. One more. Stay at the top and come into a deeper back bend now. Squeeze through the bottom and reach back. Now open the arms wide, so elbows are level with shoulders. Pull the arms back so you feel a real stretch in the chest. And then I want you to keep the arms here. I want you to lift one leg, step wide, and lift the other. I want you to see if you can keep pulling back with the arms as you do that. Then when you lift the leg, we're going to cross the arms. Step down, open the arms, change leg, cross the arms. So you'll need to slow this right down. It'll get you warm. And we're also giving a cheeky little bit of balance in there. We're not doing a balance today in the sequence. Still pulling back as we step down. And you might feel that a bit in the back of the shoulders, a stretch in the front of the shoulders. So let's loosen all that off again. Okay, so breathe in, lift, and as you breathe out, roll all the way down. Inhale here, find a flat back. Exhale, roll down again. And then take a big breath in and rise. And let's repeat that a couple of times. So we exhale, roll all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, roll all the way up. Exhale, roll all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. And then just stay here for a moment. Now if you can, I know some of you might be tight in your hamstrings, so your hands might be resting on your shins. That's absolutely fine. Or hands could be lower down. But I want knees bent. I want the chest low and relaxed. And then you're just going to see if you can bend the legs a bit more, so you'll drop the bottom and then lengthen them a bit more. And your aim is to keep your chest wherever it is. So as you lengthen your legs, you don't move your body away, you keep it close. So let's exhale as we bend, inhale as we straighten. So some of you might be here, and that will be fine, that will still work really great. Let's do one more. And then walk your hands forward to a down dog position. Hold your down dog and just walk through the feet here. Come and rest on your knees or in child's pose, but pass one arm through. So you can take the bottom back if you want to. And change sides. Now you can stay where you are, I think, if you want to, but I'm going to spin my mat. Now our sequence today, just rest in child's pose, or you can just take a seat and listen to me. Our sequence today is going to come from down dog. So we haven't been on the wrists very much, so hopefully we'll all be able to cope with it. So we'll come into down dog and we're going to repeat or do 3 sections of work on one leg, take a recovery and do the same thing on the other. So there'll be 6 down dogs, I guess, in between. If you want to come to child's pose instead, that's absolutely fine, okay? So see what works for you. They're only a transition, so we're not there for long. So from here, let's inhale and then exhale up to down dog. Take a big breath in, bend the legs and step your right leg in between your hands. Now, you might need to pick it up and bring it forward, otherwise right leg stays there. So we've got knee above ankle. We're going to put the back heel down and rise to warrior one. Interlace the fingers with the index finger pointing up. Square your hips and your chest to the front. Bend the leg. Breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale and open to warrior two, and you'll need to perhaps move those feet to line up those feet. You've still got this knee turned out. Square your hips and chest now to the side. See if you can take the same arm position. So the hands are clasped with the index finger pointing up, but don't let that drop this knee in. Keep the knee out. You're not facing me anymore. You're facing the side. One more breath. And then inhale, bring the hands down to the front foot. Push back to down dog. Option here then to take child's pose. Now, when we come forward again, we're doing the same leg, okay? So we're not swapping legs, we're staying with the right leg. Inhale, bend the legs, take a big step forward with the right foot. This time your back heel comes off. Either climb up or reach. Standing lunge. So now we want the back leg straight, strong, and we want to work the front leg if we can. Shoulders drop. So feeling length in the back leg, work in the front leg. Inhale, exhale and bring your hands down. I'm going to take an open twist. So back heel stays off. You've got the option to put the knee down. Breathe in and lift your left arm. See if you can keep the back foot facing forward, but turn your chest now and look up. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, push back to down dog. Okay, so coming forward again on that right leg. So we bend the legs, right leg steps forward, back heel comes down. Breathe in, lift to warrior one. Now we started here, but this time keep the arms apart. Connect the back foot into the ground, drop the right arm down. Breathe in and reach. So you come to this diagonal line. Length from the back, outside of the foot to the fingertip. Stay here if you need to, otherwise take your right arm behind your back, wrap your left arm round your thigh, and don't worry about turning too much. Get a slight twist, see if you can come lower now in your front leg. So you fit it right through the thigh into the bottom. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, push back. Now, a little bit of a reprieve here. So I want you to walk your hands back to your feet and stay here in forward fold. And you've got some options. I'll just come forward so you can see me a bit more clearly. We could take gorilla pose. Now, I fell over doing this the other day, so fingers crossed I won't fall over it today. I was rocking it and playing so much I fell over. So you're going to put your hands under your feet and you want your big toe on the pad of your thumb. Now if you just come somewhere in between that, it's really uncomfortable. So if you don't feel you can do that, I'd just hang in forward fold. Otherwise the hands or feet are on the hands and then you let everything really drop and hang. So it's a lovely stretch up the back of the legs. Lots of lovely deep breaths. And then inhale, release the hands. Find a flat back briefly and then come up. So let's take a back extension just to counterpose that. Lifting, squeezing through the bottom so we can lean back. Roll all the way back down. Walk your hands forward to down dog. So I'm going to repeat that whole sequence now on the other leg. Inhale, bend the leg, step your left leg forward, back heel down. Inhale, interlace fingers, index finger pointing up. So let's bend the front leg, rotate the thigh forward. Breathe. Inhale, open the arms and adjust your stance to warrior two. Return the arms to the same position. Keep that knee out. Okay, bring the hands by the front foot. Adjust it if you need to and push back. Option here to take child's pose if you're getting a bit tired of these down dogs. Or you might be really enjoying them, getting a deep stretch now. Breathe in, step that left leg forward again. This time back heel stays off. Inhale and rise. Strengthening and lifting the back leg. Knee above ankle here. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, lifting your right arm to your open twist. So we're really turning the torso, not so much the legs. Hands come down and let's push back. Inhale, bend the legs, step that left leg forward. Back heel comes down this time. And lift to warrior one. Arms are apart. Got this bubble floating around my lounge. Release the left arm, keep your right arm up. Come forward to a diagonal line. Option to stay here or to take that left arm behind your back and wrap your right arm. Remember, we don't need to twist so far, but I want you to really work on deepening this thigh. Inhale, hands come down, back heel lifts. Exhale, push back to down dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. Now this time in your forward fold, see how it feels just to hold on to the back of the shins or the back of the thighs. So again, you're drawing your chest closer in. Inhale and rise, come all the way up. Return to your back extension. Roll all the way down and then walk your hands out. This time come and lay on your front. Now we're coming to bow pose. When I've done this before, I often work through an option first. We're going to go straight into it today, but just if you struggle with having the back leg bent, it's fine to have the back leg straight, okay? And you'll still get a back extension from it. We're going to do one side first. I want you to reach your right arm forward. Then I want you to take your left hand, see if you can hold on to your ankle if possible, foot maybe, trousers, or even put a band or a tea towel around your ankle, grab hold of that. Once you're there, push through the hand, lift the chest, and then see if you can lift your back knee. So my hip is on the ground, my knee is off. I'm pushing my ankle into my hand. That's creating my lift. Breathe into it, and then breathe out and soften, and change sides. Inhale. So it's my hands that are creating this extension. I'm pushing into the ground here. I'm pushing the foot into my hand at the back. I will get a little bit of a stretch in my thigh, but I'm going to feel this in my back too. And relax down. So we're going to do it again. We did it for about 3 breaths. You can do each side again, or you can have a go at doing both legs. Okay, so taking either your left leg or both legs. Breathing in to lift the knees, to push into the hands, and breathe. And release down. Now, the last time we do it, I want you to see if we've got both legs, if you can really open through your chest here. So using the pushing into the hands to lift your chest even more. So taking the other leg or taking both again, breathing in and lifting. So can you get to a point where you feel your shoulders being drawn back and your shoulder blades coming together. And release. Well done. Push back to child's pose. Have a moment there just for your lower back. And then bring your right arm through. So we did this in the warm-up. And you might choose to stay just there. Or otherwise, we're going to stack the hands. So we're going to come to this elbow. So this forearm's going straight up. I'm stacking my hands. So my forearms now are making a straight line. Then I don't want to be down here. I want to push through my top hand to lift my chest. And then I think the twist aspect of this would really do us some good after the work we've done. So today, see if you can press your top hand and almost bring that top elbow in towards you a little bit, so you feel more of a twist through your spine. You can be here, you can be forward, whatever's best for you. Let's release and let's change sides. So when you're ready, coming to the elbow, stacking hands, head lifts, you push down through that top arm. And then you can draw that arm in towards you a little bit to feel more of that twist. Okay, inhale and come and sit. So you should have felt that quite a lot across your upper back. Let's come to stick pose. So let's flex the feet and push those legs really strong, and then lift the arms. And then we're coming forward, but I want you to see if you can keep a neutral spine or a long spine for as long as you can. So we're not rounding. We're coming as far forward as we can. And then I'm going to ask you to come back and just release your arms. If we do this a couple of times, it might make a bit more sense. So we're hinging from our hips. So we breathe in, we come forward from the hips, we come back. Don't worry if you're only moving like half an inch. I don't want to see that. I want you to really keep lifted, because sometimes the back will stop you getting a stretch in the hamstring. So let's do one more. Inhale, exhale forward, inhale, arms down. We'll hold our last one. Breathe in, breathe out. Stay. Now can you walk your bottom back a touch? You can drop these arms whenever you need to, by the way, because I know it gets tough. After a couple of breaths, can you walk your bottom cheeks back a bit more? Yeah, you might have got a bit further. Still flex your feet if you can. Let's go one more time. Walk the bottom cheeks back. And then this time just let your arms fall. Let a bit of flexion come into your back and hold. And maybe I've got a bit further, I think. Maybe you've got a bit further than normal. Inhale, lift, bring your hands behind you and lift through your chest. So I'm going to bring you up to your feet to finish as well today. Those people that stay and have a meditation or relaxation, you could turn me off now, or you could lay back down afterwards. So bringing feet hip distance, bringing the hands to the heart center, and keeping eyes open for a moment, just bringing awareness to how the body feels. So I'm hoping the spine feels really different, longer. I'm hoping, at the beginning we had to really actively pull up through the thighs. Now for me, that's kind of happening now already because my thighs are engaged and alive. So feeling the strength that you've created through the legs, how you've opened your hips, mobilized your spine. If you want to close your eyes, let's take that just for a moment. Come back to the breath. Feeling the belly rise and fall, feeling the ribs expand. Hands come by your side, chin drops. Open and close your eyes a few times. Take a big breath in and exhale. Let's just do a couple of these. So breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands to your heart center. Namaste. So I hope I've energized you for your week ahead. I'll try this week just to put a short meditation on separately, and maybe some pranayama breathing practice on separately as well, so you can always add those on to your sessions. I'll do my best anyway, no promises. Have a good week.